Hey folks, got an extra special treat for you today. No, it's not Dane. It's this Cities of Death table. Oh yeah. Tell us all about it.
Okay. Huge project, lots of buildings. I think there are about 10 significant buildings. Each one of them has little details put in there, and I'm just going to show you a couple of the little highlights of it. Just first off, my favorite one so far is the dead guardsman in the corner.
Oh yeah, something bad happened here.
Yeah, something really bad happened. We're not really sure. All we know is that it has covered everything in blood. I'm generally not a very big fan of gore. Like, I hate gory movies and stuff, but this, I thought it was rather appropriate, for the 41st millennium and all that. Lots and lots of blood spatters on the walls and everything. For instance, there's this building right here, has a barricade put in around it. All these sandbags are all done with green stuff, and this is a GW barricade set. Lots of spatters, battle damage. Pretty much everything that you would want for tactical advantages and everything else, I try to put in here.
So for playability,
yeah, for play,
like figures fit on it and can get
everything.
Cover and
the
stuff
figures
like
fit.
that.
I made sure that a heavy weapon squad would be able to fit back here.
Okay,
that's
good.
I actually had to rip it up so that I could move it over again to make sure. Yeah, I wanted it to have fun, be able to play on it, and I also wanted it to look good. So, which is kind of like
destroyed Lehman Russ.
Yeah, destroyed Lehman Russ. Story behind this is the guys are defending it from the back. This is where all the blood comes from. A skimmer came behind and just kind of shot them to pieces. Yeah,
it's great.
I like.
So it's a fortified.
Yeah, really.
Area. It's been there for a while.
Yeah.
So you have narrative above on top of narrative on some of these pieces.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Lehman Russ crashed here,
Mm-hmm.
and then they built this little fortification.
Yep, then they built a little fortification to try to just take advantage of the cover the tank would provide.
That's really neat. What's next?
We have the chapel, the bombed out chapel.
Okay.
There's a.
We have some models on it because we're about to play a really quick game.
Yeah.
But and it also serves to show you the scale. Go ahead. So what's fun about this?
So fun about this model, every one of these towers you can put guys on the insides, on the tops. I made sure that there's room for pathways along around here. It's going to be a lot of good cover for putting a squad of infantry. Making sure that they don't take too much hits. Also, what's really cool is you can even fit like one of these main battle tanks on the inside in here to give it a little bit of.
Right, like it's been.
Yeah.
Placed there.
Yeah. You could even fit it inside there. There's lots of little skulls and bones every place.
Oh yeah, like right here. There's a skull and a
skull and a thigh bone. Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah, the sniper position. Right here we have. I'm going to call this really big Prometheum tanks. Prometheum is the thing that's used for Imperial Guard armies for flamers and stuff like that. Really combustible. You can use it for an objective or even for a stratagem.
You've got way more kits than Cities of Death.
Oh yeah,
there's here.
I mean, this
like Rhinos, Land Raiders.
Yeah, Rhinos, Land Raiders,
Cities
of Death.
Forge World.
That's right there. Forge World.
Valkyrie, big bomb.
Yeah, it's either bomb or one of the drop pods for like fuel and stuff like that.
That's great.
And then this one turned out really good.
The barbecue pagoda.
Yeah, there's no barbecue, sadly. But there is a nice little rusted pipe on the inside down there.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. That's right. That's how they get their propane.
Yeah, exactly. They got to pump it up. Just lots of little character pieces.
I might point out that a lot of these tiled areas, like here and here, and these are Warhammer Fantasy movement tray.
Yeah,
sets.
the movement trays, and they work fantastic. Same thing, this entire top of this building is made out of the movement trays.
Yeah, it's great. It looks really tough. I just wanted to point out one little feature on this one, is that this hatch normally is fused, and we actually cut that out. And then there's a little ladder going up. This whole project is chock full of those little details.
I mean, you look through these things and you'll find lots of little itty bitty storytelling things.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, little treats.
Okay. So please continue.
Okay,
What's next?
This is the crashed and smashed manufactorum. All painted up. Outside is a nice machine cult red and gold. And then this guy happened upon it. And we have
the crashed
lightning. The cool thing about this is we can just take it out and you can put your guys underneath there. You can fit weapon squads and heavy weapons up on this too, just to make sure that there's maximum playability. And then when you have them in place, you just stick it right back, and then it's good. You can even use it for an objective marker, anywhere else on the map.
The pilot's been sheared in 3 by big chunks of...
Yeah, big chunk of metal going through his arm, and then his head is missing half of it.
Right.
And so, hence blood spattering all the rest of it.
I might add that you really did a number on this kit.
Oh,
okay, what's next?
Okay. Next building we have is the crushed building. Lots of rubble, lots of little places for infantry to hide behind.
I'll move the camera.
Are you going to move the camera? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Show me
open tunnels. There's ammo crates and rust, blood spatters. Lots of little details in there as well. I made it look like, water and grime has been running through these pipes since then. And here is the crashed Simhan Elder jet bike, which has been, wonderfully smashed all to pieces. He won't be getting up from there anytime soon. Other we have more administrative buildings.
Right.
You can fit lots of infantry on the top of this and on the bottom as well. The crate will give them good cover.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'd like to point out that when you buy one of these Cities of Death kits, this is really what you get in it. You don't get a whole building, you get like a corner of a building.
Yeah, or a couple walls or something.
And of course this one's been modified, but to make even something like this that's solid, you usually have to use 2 or more kits. Never mind something significant like, what did you call this one, the Governor's Mansion?
Yeah, this is the Governor's Palace that we went ahead and made. I'm going to go ahead and move this one. This is
an objective marker?
An observation point strategy.
And you made these based on Cities of Death,
yeah,
right?
this used to be one of these light posts right here.
Right.
But I just cut it off, put on a Land Raider light fixture, some other bits and pieces that we have in the assembly room.
That's great. Okay, so what about this one?
Okay, here's the tower. The reason why this is so gilded
Let's
up...
switch places.
Okay. The reason why this building is so gilded is because I want it to represent like the mansion or like the governing place for a leading official for the city, maybe even like the sector or the whole planet.
And this is modular, so you could really split this apart and have it be 3 different buildings.
Yeah, I mean, you could put this in on a separate place. It could make a cool shrine for the Mechanicum. There's lots of little details that most of them are all embellished and everything. There's rust stains on the doors and all that. So yeah.
Okay.
And then this building right here is...
Now you really built this up with rubble on the inside.
Yeah,
that
and
really
that's mostly styrofoam, and then it's all filled in with sand and filler and stuff like that. Once again, lovingly painted. And then I made sure that I left the curb on the outside of this mostly intact and not so debris filled, because it is an intact building, and the rest of the city is rubble. It's because they've gone to pieces.
That's good. I hadn't noticed that. Oh, I should also point out that everything is mounted on 1/4-inch hardboard that has been slightly beveled.
Yeah, so it's not going to warp anytime soon.
That'll make it really durable. Okay.
This is that horrible piece where it used to be a proud statue of a space marine
hero. Yeah,
sergeant or hero, something like that. But it has since been defiled by chaos or orcs, somebody who likes a lot of blood and choppiness. The corpses that are all over it are all covered in blood, and there's rats all over them and stuff like that coming out of holes.
You put rats?
Oh no, these are actually part of the kit from the corpse wagon.
Great.
So I just painted them up, and it actually turned out really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'd make a great objective too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's good for sacred ground stratagem, something like that.
That's great.
The thing that we used for actually to do all the blood stains is we used a mix of a brownish and a reddish glaze, and then we just got a drinking straw, and I just plugged the end of it so I could pull it up, and then I just blew through the end, and it just goes out really nice and convincing, like a nice spatter.
That's neat.
Like for instance, actually there's another one right here. We put some pulp inside it, so it looks like it's a little headshot from a bolt or something like that.
That's terrible.
So yeah, and that's little brain matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, and never mind the zillions of little barricades and tank traps and the whole
which also turned out fantastic.
Kit and caboodle. Well, I think that's great, Dane. That's very nice. I'm really proud to put that out there.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away. I think we should tell the customer that he can't have it. I think we should just keep it.
We should just keep it.
I think we should just keep it.
Oh, okay, great. We'll just go out of business then.
Well, there is that.
All right, thanks a lot, Dane.
You're welcome.